guys, I'm Bonnie and welcome after a long time to a new reaction video. So I posted the entire month nothing because it was my test phase. And in my test phase I have 1 month without free time or something because I need to learn. So today we will react to 3 true Five Nights at Freddy's horror stories animated. And it's by my favorite creator, Horror Shorts Party. So, let's get started. The classic FNAF song. The FNAF origin. I know what comes here now.
To the people that are fans of Five Nights at Freddy's, the fact that their
I'm a
favorite
fan.
game could be based on a real tragic event is a little more than a myth. One possibility for the origin of the story out of many others. It's just another edgy piece of the lore, something to dismiss as a made-up connection. However, I believe there's far more to it than just that. I only learned the details of the game because my son is super into it. We talk about games together as a way of bonding, otherwise I never would have played it. However,
His son
once
could
I
be me.
realized that Freddy Fazbear's is obviously a mimic of Chuck E. Cheese, I started listening, and once I got the full story, I was convinced that the whole thing is based on something I experienced. Way back in 1993, I was working at Chuck E. Cheese. It was my crappy part-time job in college where I always got stuck working the late shift. Between
By the
the
way, my
lifeless lighting,
mom
the
was
uncanny
born in
animatronics, and the weird
1983.
families, I was always creeped out. However, the thing that would put me most on edge was a coworker of mine who we called Nate. Nate was one of those guys that always seemed angry about something. Every time he
Oh
looked at me, it
no,
was like I just kicked his dog or something. And whenever
I
we
know
were
it.
around each other, he would harass me. Whether it was splashing dirty dishwater in my face or throwing me under the bus for something he did, he always
I
made
won't
my
spoil.
shift 10
I
times worse.
don't want to
Plus, he got
spoil
into
you
arguments with the managers every
if
day
you don't
because he
know
was
it.
always
So,
late with a BS excuse. Aside from the incident, the most psychotic stunt
so
he ever
I
pulled
won't
was
say
already
it.
heinous. He
You
had
will
just
see
spent
it.
45 minutes in the bathroom, supposedly deep cleaning it. I went in there right after to take a dump while on my break, and he had clearly not done a single thing. What's worse, when I sat down on the toilet, I felt something drip on my head. I looked up and saw an
You are cooked. You are so much cooked. What is this?
entire turd stuck to the ceiling. I flipped out and reported it to my manager.
Oh.
They logically suspected it was Nate's doing, but he never fessed up to it, and there was no way of proving it. Just from the look on his face, though, I know
This mimic in his face. If you see someone grinning like that to you, you need to run.
he did it. Probably as some sick joke, or maybe just because he was sick in the head. Even after he got away with throwing his poop, he held a grudge against me for reporting. The next night, Nate and I worked. We got stuck late after close cleaning up after a busy day. At some point, Nate disappeared, but that wasn't unusual. A few minutes later, while I was sweeping around the stage
What
area,
happens now?
I was walking by one of the big Chuck E. Cheese suits, when all of a sudden, it grabbed me.
Whoa,
I
whoa,
punched
whoa.
the head of the suit right off, and who else was wearing it but Nate?
Yeah, punch him, punch him.
Some sort of comedic genius. Both me and Nate got sent home early over the commotion. The managers must have had a talk afterwards, because the next day, as soon as Nate showed up for work, the owner fired him on the spot. Of course, Nate flipped his lid and screamed his head off at the entire store. He almost started a fist fight, but then somebody yelled that they were calling the cops, and Nate finally stopped throwing a tantrum and stormed out, slamming the door so hard it cracked the glass. After that, it seemed like I was free from
I see
Nate's
that
constant torment.
straw.
For a glorious few months, that was the case, until he showed up again. I was working at the food bar when I spotted Nate staring at me from across the restaurant. He was pretending to play an arcade game, but the entire time he was glaring right at me. I tried to ignore it, but he was stalking the restaurant for hours, and every time I looked over it, he was already looking at me. Then,
It's
he came up to me
relatable
in order to
because he
shake,
got
and he
fired.
was just as antagonistic as he always was.
And we can
This
see
better be perfect.
the anger in his eyes.
You hear me? If you're gonna steal my job, you better be good at it.
Nate, you never even worked front of house. You never made shakes.
Shut up! How would you like to get fired over some bull crap?
I had to roll my eyes and sigh, but I was hiding the fact that I was scared. There was something even more unhinged about him then. Eventually, I went on break.
Chill,
And
bro.
like usual, my first move was to go to the bathroom for a long dump. I soon realized I wasn't alone in the bathroom. There was someone in the stall next to me, laughing like a psycho. I
That
recognized that voice. It wasn't just any creep. It was Nate.
What?
Every day I spent working with
What
him
the
came
fish?
rushing back, and I was suddenly terrified of being alone with him. I didn't make a sound. I was glad he left the bathroom after a bit, and I breathed a sigh of relief, knowing I could get back to business as usual, except there was nothing usual about that day. A few minutes later, I heard a loud pop from the restaurant, followed by screaming. The hairs on the back of my neck stood up, but
Yeah,
I wanted
that's
to
what
convince
I mean.
myself it was just balloons popping.
I know
But
the
then
story.
I heard it again and again and again. Despite this, I continued to delude myself into thinking it was just balloons, and I stayed put. Out of nowhere, somebody burst into the bathroom. I watched their legs as they walked up to my door.
It smells like shit! What the hell did you eat?
They kicked the door with full force.
What do you want? Stop it!
Despite my pleas, they continued to kick the stall. I knew they would break it down before long, so I panicked and reached into the toilet bowl. I pulled out the log I just laid and lobbed it over the door.
Ah, everything is
Wait.
brown! You stupid idiot!
I must have nailed him right in the face, because it was enough to get him
That
to leave me
liquid.
alone. Afterwards, I finished up
It
and
looked
cleaned
like
off my
poop
hands,
or
then left
something.
the bathroom to go back to work. Unfortunately, once I stepped back into the restaurant, I saw nothing but catastrophe. People were either hiding under tables and chairs or laid out on the floor. I had no idea what was going on, but it had been going on the whole time I was in the bathroom. Nate did all of it, and had just left, but the cops were just showing up. Later, I found out that Nate sought revenge for getting fired and came back to take it out on a few
What
employees. He was
hell's
arrested
wrong
not long
with him?
after at his mother's apartment. I was lucky to be in the bathroom when he did it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be alive.
After this incident, I will definitely quit. I will quit so fast that my boss can't even see how I quit.
Right now, knowing all this, and from what I've been told about Five Nights at Freddy's, the parallels are just uncanny to me. I believe this is what the story of the game is based on.
Oh,
The
sure.
story was inspired by a tragic incident that most people believe to be the origin of the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise.
Don't scare
It
me.
was an incident that happened in 1993 when a man named Nathan Dunlap, a former employee of the Chuck E. Cheese restaurant,
Don't scare
was
me.
frustrated about being fired 5 months prior. His revengeful attack left a total of 4 deceased and 1 critically injured. The correlation behind the incident in Five Nights at Freddy's is that there had been many underlying resemblances.
But
Like for
it's
instance,
just
the
a
Freddy
theory
Fazbear's Pizzeria's
that
resemblance to Chuck
this
E.
happened.
Cheese, and how the setting of the game
That
encompasses the year of
Five
the
Nights at
crime,
Freddy's was
1993.
inspired of
There are
this.
many more similarities to the victims
I
and the
think.
characters in the game itself online, but here was just a handful that summarized the deadly events.
That didn't scare me. That didn't scare me at all. No, it's this animation. It's this animation. I hate that animation.
You're listening to True Horror Stories with your host, Horror Shorts Party. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. And now, for a story that's sure to question that opportunity for gainful employment. I think that's the
You know
right
the
address.
animation. Not the animation itself. I know the
Are you there yet?
animation.
No,
Why does he
but
look
I'm
like
only a
Mr.
few minutes
Beast?
away. Okay, perfect. I want to take this opportunity to go over the details of the job with you. I mean, it's all in the contract. So, for the first go around, we're just gonna hire you for 5 shifts. We want to see how you
He
handle
looks a bit like Mr. Beast or Markiplier.
the job. I think I'll be able to handle it just fine. I've had security jobs before. Yeah, but Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria is different. We aren't your run-of-the-mill Chuck E. Cheese or suburban malls. Freddy Fazbear has personality. Personality? Like charm? No, like liveliness. He's got vigor, you know? Anyway, so all you really need to do is sit in a security room and watch the cameras. You don't have to do any rounds throughout the building. We actually encourage you not to do so, or you could incur penalties from your paycheck. What? How am I supposed to check the blind spots? Don't worry about the blind spots. That's not in your contract. Listen, man, I know what the contract says, but I won't be able to ensure the security
How
of your
long
property.
is the street? The street looks straight up like it's infinite.
If I can't do physical rounds. I'm a little concerned about some of the language in the job description. Well, if you can't follow instructions, then I'll give the job to someone else. I've got 2 other guys.
Wait. Everything is starting to get corrupted a bit. 'Cause look, it's a bit, I don't know, infinite. What should I say?
In line for this job. Nope, don't do that. I need the money. I'll do whatever you say. Just go ahead. If you already know what you're doing, then you can reference the contract if you have any questions. Good luck. Good luck? Wait, what do you mean good luck? Jeez, what a jerk.
You have arrived at your destination.
Oh shit!
Why?
What the hell was that? You absolute moron. That's right, get out of here, you idiot. At least
I
I'm
wasn't
already here.
prepared for that.
I'll worry about you tomorrow, I guess.
I hope it isn't.
What the hell?
I hope
no wonder they need a
it
security
isn't too
guard.
gory.
Ugh. Hey, kid!
If
you
it's
can't
too
be in
gory,
here,
then
we're
I
closed.
need to
What a great start to the
censor
job.
it. That's not a child, that's a ghost.
Hey, kid, what are you doing
crying
here?
child.
It's too late for you to be out. You need to go home. Hey, are you okay?
The fact that he plays on an empty screen. Whoa.
Jesus Christ! What in the world is going on here? Now I gotta find that kid. But no rounds, right? Where's the camera room then? Man, this place gives me the creeps. Just one camera at a time? Really? Where's the select?
This is another pizzeria. Do you see that? This is one camera, and this is the location room. This is the location circus gallery room, or what it's called.
Section of you all. Main stage, hallway 1, hallway 2, party room.
Happy
kitchen.
birthday.
That's it? We could really use some more coverage.
Freddy is not here.
Wait a second. One of them is missing. Did that stupid kid run off with it? Where did he even go? Can't see a damn thing from here. Screw the contract.
I know what happens now. I think behind the door is Freddy.
God damn it. I'm letting some
And
random kid steal
no.
property on my first night. I won't
Wait,
keep
don't?
this job, I guess.
Oh, here he is.
Screw this! No freaking wonder they didn't want me to leave this room. They didn't tell me those things could move on their own. Come on. Where is he? No, not the dang chicken too. How is this possible? Oh, but where did the bear go? He was just right there. He's not there. Oh, come on! Are they all alive? No. How are they so fast? What do they want with me? No. No. I can't do this. I have to get out of here.
Whoa.
Damn it! Just leave me alone. You guys can't open doors, can you?
Oh. Whoa. That isn't an animatronic, that's a suit. Look. Look. Wait. Here. That's a damn suit. Here. Look the fingers.
This story was inspired by the infamous incident where 5 Chuck E. Cheese customers suddenly went missing. We made an animation based on it on our last Chuck E. Cheese video, so please be sure to check that out. However, we felt it would revisit the conspiracy, as most people think the whole Five Night franchise was based on that alleged case, as many people speculate the victims' bodies are hidden within the animatronics as shown in the video game. Whether the whole thing was an internet hoax or not, we'll let you make that judgment.
This
Wait, what's this?
presentation may contain language and scenes which may be objectionable to certain individuals. Viewer discretion is advised.
I don't have much time to watch, but I have time to watch this last thing in a bit. So, the next reaction video, we will watch this and the 3 Chuck E. Cheese horror stories. Okay. What's the matter? Yes. A long hallway? I don't know it. Whoa. Freddy? Oh no, jump scare, jump scare. Jump scare. Really? That should scare me. That should scare me. That should scare me. Okay. Okay. On this time we need to end this video. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time. Bye. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.